So now it is that your girl's recording. Let's go ahead. Let's jump into this next damn reaction, shall we? Tommy NFG, shout out to you. The Degenerate Content Rush of 2024. Uh-oh. So without further ado, y'all, let's get into the next video, y'all. Let's do it.
Degenerates have existed on the internet since it's been invented. In the past, they would have to crawl to the little corners of the internet to not be seen. Places like 4chan and Reddit, you know? The most positive places a person can experience on the internet and totally not see anything bad ever. But in the past couple years, and especially this year, I've noticed the rise of degenerate content all over the place. You can't look at any platform nowadays without some deviants running around. Before, it was just one or two websites, but now it's like every damn website you gotta expect at least one person. People are just sitting in rooms planning who can create the most degenerate thing nowadays. One of the main things I've seen a rise of this year is the 20v1. At this point, it seems
hate it. Hate it. It was cool with Sidemen, it was cool with Kai, but at this rate, the 20v1s and the pop balloon content videos, I hate it. I hate it. Wow. I mean, I'm so glad it is that nobody has ever asked me to react to that stuff because I can't stand it. Some of this, like, talk about the degenerates, the stuff it is that, like, they pop a balloon for us to be their explanations and stuff like that. It'd be so petty. I'm cool.
like everyone in the world has done a 20v1. Like nowadays, it's surprising if a YouTuber hasn't done a 20v1. It, I might as well start one.
I'm not doing a 20v1. I'm not, bro. Don't ask me to be a part of it. Not doing it.
Beautiful lady viewers of consensual age, go ahead and hit me up and let's get it started.
Bro, lock in.
Any day now. The concept of the 20v1 is you pretty much get a group of 20 people and one person speed dates them to see their best match. And at first, I'm not gonna lie, these were pretty entertaining. The Sidemen really had this shit on lock and basically put it on. But as soon as rappers started to be put in them, everything went downhill. Before, it was just focused on being as funny as possible and sometimes flirty. Click on a 20v1 now and you'd be lucky if you don't see someone getting in the first 5 minutes. The biggest YouTuber known for this nowadays is named No Love Mar. And when you look at the Sidemen who do 20v1s, you know how they post different creative videos trying to elevate their channel up. This literally just spams 20v1s. I kid you not, that's his whole channel. Like, dog, what are you about to do when this—
Did Krishan say 50 people?
Literally just spams 20v1.
50 versus one rapper, Krishan Rock, and for her to still be dealing with that one blue-faced nigga is just the girl. Why did you even go to that? And for both of them to go ahead and waste each other's time, and now both of them, Blue just got sentenced to 4 years. Krishan is facing 8, but even if it is she doesn't get the 8 years, she still is gonna have to do some level of time. And she's most likely going to be staying in the state of Oklahoma due to the fact of, you know, soliciting and intent of distributing drugs. That whole case, man. Girl, you wasted your entire years, bro. And like, all the judge gave you was 100 hours of community service because you was pregnant. That's all you had to do, and you didn't do it. And then they put a warrant on you. Then you were saying on live, it is like, oh, well, I'm not turning myself in because I got to tend to my son. Now you're not with him. And now he has no parent, no mother, no father in a foster care system. Talk about somebody it is who wasted their potential here, bro. Fuck.
I kid you not, that's his whole channel. Like, dog, what are you about to do when this whole trend ends? Your channel's about to plummet to graveyard levels. The worst thing you can do as a content creator is just spam the same thing over time until it's irrelevant. A perfect example is that kid that was copying Speed. And let's see what he's up to now. Oh. A 20v1. To show y'all the lengths these YouTubers will take, I'll give 2 examples. And these, out of everything I'm about to talk about in this video, might be the most degenerate content I've seen all year, and that's saying something. There's this one right here called 50 Women versus 1 Reality.
Don't ask me how I know who this man is. But his content? His content has circulated on Twitter. So I'm familiar with the damn name. That's how it is that I know, bro. But I am also familiar with the fact that he did one of these videos, and he recorded content with one of the girls within this video.
Reality star. I don't know who bro is, but that's irrelevant. In this video, he's talking to this one girl, and out of nowhere, she flashes the whole studio, camera crew, and other contestants with her cooch, fallopian tubes out and all. After this, she goes up to him, arches over, and he sticks his finger in... I gotta keep this video monetized, so let's just say her happy place. Could be her ear, could be her nose. Then with that same finger, puts it on her mouth and she starts gobbling on it. Ingesting your own...
That was the girl that he did the content with, may I add. It started out with that part of the segment, and then it got into them straight just smashing.
Juices is insane. She must have learned that at one of them tech night parties. And the kicker is, that whole scene is blurred out on YouTube, and the only way to see it is by going on his Patreon.
Or Twitter.
Like, bro, if you're reaching this point of filming, you might as well become a corn director. You could probably make more money doing that anyways. And before y'all ask how I got it, no, I'm not a top tier gooner. I've retired my ways. I literally wouldn't have seen this if somebody didn't tweet talking about this. But this other one is so bad, I don't even know how his channel is up. 20 girls versus one rapper.
I ain't gonna, nah, this I've talked about, this I have talked about, this I have talked about of how much it is. The adults need to be locked up for this. The adults need to be locked up for this. I've even seen 20v1s of adult women out here with with a child. All y'all motherfuckers need to be locked up, okay? All of y'all, because that is not a level of content. That is literally CP. I'm not, no. I have a problem with that.
Lil RT. And by a little search, you can find out that Lil RT is 10 years old. Honestly, Lil RT's blow up is so sad to me. It reminds me of when Lil Tay blew up years ago, and it came out that her brother was basically controlling her whole life. This video is so disgusting. Like, first off, the kids are dressed like how the people in the grown 20v1s dress. Very not kidly. When I was a kid, damn, am I really gonna have to say back in my day now? Have I reached that point of seniority? We were running around in Spider-Man tees and Hello Kitty shirts. The guy hosting it has to direct basically every conversation because they're kids and are probably nervous. Then there's this one segment where all of them have a dance competition, and one of the little girls is doing a dance where I don't even want to describe it like. Let's just say what Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion and Ice Spice are typically known for.
It was twerking. They was twerking. And what the thing that makes me even more concerned is the fact of how does these little babies, these children, know what that is? How do they know that? That's a problem for me. And I look at the adults around them are very skewed because children don't come out of the yin yang knowing of those levels of behaviors, let alone to do it, to know it gets a level of attention. Kids don't know that. They get taught that, unfortunately. And then you go to schools and you do this and stuff like that in front of a whole bunch of different level of personalities of children, even children that have never been exposed to anything like that at home. And you wonder why it is that parents feel the way how it is that they do with having their kids go out to school and stuff like that. And it's just like, dang, I don't know what it is they're going to be exposed to. This is this. I feel it. I wholeheartedly do. That's a problem. That is a problem.
For doing with their body. And the editor leaves the segment in and all. Kendrick, you got another one. Welcome to the calendar, buddy. Lil RT doesn't even sound like he wants to be there. You could hear him in the middle of the video tired as hell.
All right, babe, we're finna go into the next round. You ready?
Damn. My boy need a nap, bro. You got this man filming. You got this little boy filming and stuff like that. Boy, if you don't give him a PB&J and a Capri Sun and let him go to sleep. That boy tired. That boy need a nap, bro. He ain't asked for none of this stuff, bro. Where his action figures at? Damn. He ain't asked for none of this shit, bro.
All right, come on.
I thought we were done.
The big ass shoes.
I thought we were done.
Hey, we almost done. All right, come on, let's go to the next round, all right?
I dead ass.
Like, take my boy to Popeyes and give him like a 2-piece and a biscuit and let him go to sleep. My boy tired. You can hear it within his voice, and you sitting there like, man.
Don't know how this video was still up. I was gonna come into this whole video joking about but this is actually disgusting. I hope he grows up and sues the out of all the adults around him, because every single one of them is failing him. And since we're talking about 20v1s, we might as well throw in Pop the Balloon, because they're basically the same
I
category.
told y'all how much it is. I hate these videos. The pop the balloons, the 20v1s. I told y'all how much it is. I hate it.
I have a lot of trust in yourself to be a contestant on one of these. You pop the balloon as soon as I walk out, and I'm straight lunging. Pop the balloon is a game show type thing where you get one contestant to be judged, and a bunch of people judging have a balloon that could pop at any moment if they don't like you. This sounds like a good concept at first. Actually, an amazing game show. I can see the game show there being build up of learning the person, seeing how compatible they are, then finally determining if they found true love. Kind of like how those love game shows do it with the final rose. Until you see one of these videos and people pop the balloon instantly when the person walks out. There is absolutely no mercy in these videos. People don't hold back. It's pretty much profiting off the embarrassment of a random person. I'm not even mad at the people who host them. The contestant did it to themselves. Like, I'm so confused on the people who go to these. Are you looking to get famous from it or something? Because I guarantee all you're getting is embarrassment. And the difference between the girls judging and guys judging is night and day. Like with the guys, usually they at least wait for the girl to talk first, but for the girls, as soon as the dude walks out, if he isn't their picture perfect Prince Charming, that balloon is getting popped with no hesitation.
Bro, the man can sit there to say like, "Hey, listen, my name is Davion. I'm a plumber," and then already it is they hit the pop. I was like, "Damn, bro!" And then their reasoning to why be so petty. Like, so you know, so we had so let's go to the contestants. It is that pop their balloon. So why did you pop your balloon for him as right here? I don't know what it is, but like it's the tight jeans. Like I don't know. Like I didn't really like. I wasn't really feeling his style. Don't piss me off. Don't piss me off. Please don't piss me off. Don't piss me off. Someone, shorty would sit there and say like, it's the shorts, it's the shirt, it's the chain, it's the watch, it's something petty, bro. It's like, why are you here?
Some of the girls will just pop the balloon because all the other girls did and they don't want to look weird. And I swear, some of them go in there just to inflate their ego, like they didn't even go looking for somebody. They just wanted to pop the balloon. If you're a person going on one of these pop the balloons, you gotta go in with the lowest expectations. People walk in with the biggest egos thinking no way anyone is gonna pop them. Maybe they were gaslit by everybody around them saying they're the most perfect looking person ever. Then they start coping hard and arguing with the people on why they popped it. Hitting people with the classic, man, I didn't even want you anyways. It's just more embarrassing if you cope like that. Just leave, man. If they popped it just off seeing you for 2 seconds, then they weren't going to be a good match anyways. Also, the rise of these degenerate IRL streams has been crazy this year. I'm gonna be real, IRL streams were never normal, like not even back then, because it's the real world, so anything can go really. But never did I expect people to start streaming themselves doing crimes. The rise of Johnny Somali should have never happened. Going to a country like Japan to harass the people is a different level of up. They're the most quietest people ever. You could tell some of the people are shocked like they've never heard anyone talk to them like that. And of course we can't forget Neon and Jack Dorothy.
I said this before and I say this again. Japan is one of the worst countries to be trying to disrespect. And even with the ancient artifacts, the towns and everything, the locals, they come there with respect. There is a whole level of things it is you need to do when you go to places like this within Japan. They don't play around with that shit. Why would you go into a whole nother country being on some... Y'all gonna learn the hard way when it comes down to this. Is not no America stuff. You can, even in America, if you being on some weird shit, I'm looking at you weird too. But going into another country, it is that one you're not a citizen of. The locals have levels of respect that it goes all the way down to the ancient civilizations to why it is that they are very respectful, quiet. They wear modest clothes when it is that they go to stuff like that. Why in the would you even do that? Why? Why would you do that? And then you wonder why it is like you getting told off and stuff like that. It's just like the same brain rot ass nigga that went to DreamCon getting on niggas of like, oh, why did imagine coming all the way out to a con to pay for stuff like this? Like, oh, I like your outfit, bro. Like, nigga. And what's even worse is that nigga had a fucking industry pass, bro. I'm sorry. He had an industry pass. And for a lot of many of people it is who applied for it that didn't get an industry pass, doing goofy stuff like this. This is what I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand it, y'all.
Feel like they're the faces of degenerate IRL streams when you just think of it as a whole. It's been a while I've seen something dumb on these two, so give it another 2 weeks and something's gonna pop up. But please, if we can, let's just keep these two off the E streets. I don't think either of them ever experienced the real world before they started doing content. Like, a lot of us grew up outside doing all types of kiddly things, then got social media when we were older. But
Yes.
they must not have, because they act like being hip for doing something like being disrespectful is so shocking. That's like the first.
Bro, that's like whoa, that's literally the younger generation that be like my brother. My brother be trying to be slick at the mouth with certain things. And the younger generation is very much iPad, iPhone driven generation. You know, I didn't have a phone until I was 14, and I paid for my phone. I paid for every single one of my phones that I've ever had. My dad, I think my dad has only paid for like one thing within my phone bill, and he even said after that, he's like, I'm never doing that again. But there is a level of like, you cannot be. Where's the discipline at within the younger generation? The discipline is starting to leave at this rate. So there has to be a level of respect when it comes down to like, you cannot be going around being on the shit. You know what I mean?
First simple thing you learn as a kid. F around and find out. I remember people defending them at first saying, well, they're young, so of course they won't know at first. Which is a dumbass excuse. Like, you should know better by the age of 13. I knew better than them when I was 10. But both of them are about to be
10.
legal drinking age. What's the excuse now?
10.
I just can't wait in the next couple of years for the kids they
I knew
inspired
better
to
way
grow up and
early.
be 10 times worse than them. And we're gonna know exactly who they were inspired by. The latest update on both of them I heard is, I guess they fought. And it's so funny because they're both literally getting fondled by their security to keep them back. You know what? I'd actually pay to watch this fight just because I know it would be hilarious. And I want to end it off with ASMR. Everyone knows ASMR at this point, so I don't gotta explain it. Some of y'all might be confused on why this is even here. A little whispering on the mic ain't hurt anybody. Well, now with TikTok recently, they've become a lot more degenerate. You'll see a video of someone suckling on the mic, making out with the mic. ASMR has always been kind of sexual though, like especially with live streams. A girl literally got banned on Twitch for farting in the mic a couple years ago. That is a
Why? I'm not gonna even. My question is not even just for her, but who are these niggas that sat there and said, "Oh yes," and just wanted to just hear her pass gas like this? Who is one of those people? Of all the things it is, like you know what I'm saying? Like ASMR don't really do it for me. W niggas, okay. ASMR doesn't really do it for me, to be honest with you. Quite frankly, I'm at a point to where it is if I hear somebody chew a little too loud, I'm already pissed. Like if I'm hearing that too much, I'm annoyed. I'm wholeheartedly annoyed with you smacking and stuff like that while you eat. It bothers me. I used to not be like that, but now I'm turning into my parents, bro. Because every time it is I hear that smacking, it's just like, you don't hear how this you chew? When I can't chew with your mouth closed, huh? Like I hear that now, and I'm just like, ugh. Trust me, I had a housemate. I'm glad it is that he moved out. I had a housemate that will openly chew that loud, bro. I only did that in the beginning when I had braces because it was hard for me to chew with these things on. But come on, gang.
nasty digital footprint. But the new breeding ground for it is TikTok, because TikTok's guidelines are just okay with it. It's crazy how girls can do all that crazy on TikTok. Meanwhile, when I was doing TikTok full time, I got banned for anything. Life's unfair, I guess. But yeah, hopefully we can chill out with the degenerate for at least the next couple months, guys. But this year's already bad. 2025? I guess I'll see y'all for the 2025 version of this video. Follow me on Twitter or Instagram and TikTok. As always, I love you guys consensually. And until next time, I'm out.
Type shit. You feel me? Damn, man, I keep going for my stream deck. And I am not on OBS. I am on Streamlabs just right now. But, very interesting degenerates of the 2024. Man, they're very interesting, bro. Now, Tommy Energy, shout outs to you, gang. Thank you so much for the video. Shout outs to y'all in the chat. Shout outs to you at home. I will catch y'all in the next video.
Oh, chosen